Hey, what's up everybody? This is Devin with HDpiano.com, and in today's lesson we're going to take a look at Bless the Broken Road as performed by Rascal Flats. I'm going to show you guys the intro in this video, and it looks a little something like this. 3, 4. Alright, so that's all we're going to work on in this video, but the rest of the videos with the rest of the song can all be found over at HDpiano.com. So I hope to see you there after this. Now before I dive in and break it down for you guys and show you what's going on, I kind of want to make a confession. I used to really kind of hate country music, or so I thought, and Rascal Flats was definitely one of the main bands that just brought me to the other side enough to say, you know what, okay, so country music isn't the first thing I'm going to throw on, and that will probably remain true for the rest of my life. But, I don't shy away from it like I used to. I used to be one of those people that says, yeah, I listen to all types of music except country. So no, these days I can enjoy myself a good country tune, and I got to hand it to Rascal Flats because I feel like they kind of helped bridge that gap for me. And I'm wondering if any of you guys used to be that way, kind of anti-country just by default for some reason, and then you realize, oh, you know what, actually a lot of these country songs are really great songs. And so I know Rascal Flats didn't write this song. It's kind of a staple of the country repertoire, but I really like their song Life is a Highway. That kind of did it for me. All right, so let me know below if any of you are with me there, kind of like converts from the other side. All right, well, let's dive in. So this is some great piano stuff happening in this song. I mean, the whole piece is very piano driven, and it's in that country pop style that I just love to play. It's very active between the hands, and very melodic and supportive of the melody and the drive of the piece. So you're gonna walk away with this from a lot of knowledge about just this general approach towards piano accompaniment. All right. So we're in the key of C major, and we're at a pretty slow tempo, just above 60. It's about 67, 68 beats per minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where you can set your metronome. You might want to set it to like 130, 134, so you can subdivide, the eighth notes basically. What a lovely part. Let's look at the left hand to begin because it's quite simple. We're just walking up the scale from E to F to G to A. All right, so that's 4 quarter notes. And our right hand on its own is G above middle C, and here's middle C here. So G, D, C, G, D, C, B. And you don't want to hold them all like that, but G, D, C, G, D, C, B. Now notice my fingering here. I'm preparing for this B. So I'm using my pinky, my middle, my pointer, and my thumb on B. And then we walk up to E, and we hit a C and an E at the same time. B, C, D, E, and C. All right, so the rhythm of that is 1 E and a 2, E and a 3, E and a 4. So you'll notice that except for beat 1, beats 2 and 3, they're held over from the last measure. 1 and a 2, 1 E and a 2, E and a 3, E and a 4. All right, so this is a part that's, it may be the intro, but it's also coming in a lot throughout this piece, after every chorus, etc. So it's going to get us a long way. So let's put the hands together. So in this space, our left hand fills in the downbeat. So let's see if we can get that much, nice and slow. 1 E, 4 E and All right, so it's a lot of syncopation between the hands, but that's what creates such a beautiful fluid part. All right, so there's only 2 more notes of this measure, a C and an E. So 3 E and 4 E and then we land on F major. F in the left, A, C, F in the right. It's going to get a little more complicated here. There's a little more interaction between the hands, not quite as simple in the left hand. But let's look at the left hand by itself. so we have 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4, and that's F, C, G, and then a big stretch, C, G, E. So 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4. Right hand starts on F major like we learned, A, C, F, and it's 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. So lots of upbeats there. 1 E and a 2. So that was just A with the thumb and re-articulating the whole chord. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. So that was G, C, E. That's C major in second inversion, and then down to C major in first inversion, which is E, G, C, just bringing that E down an octave. All right, so that's most of that measure. And then our left hand comes up and catches this E. So you gotta kind of get your right hand out of the way because it's gonna come up here. So that's the end of that measure. We hit the same chord where we were coming from, up an octave, E, G, C. So 2 E and a 3, 3 E and a 4 E and a. So 3 E and a 4 E and a. So just a bunch of upbeats, very syncopated. So we've got our C major, first inversion, E, G, C, and then we go to G major, D, G, B. All right, so the whole measure. I mean, it's amazing how full it sounds. It's really not that difficult. It's mostly just the rhythm, but it's creating this pattern between the both hands that when put together is just very luscious. All right, let's try the two measures together. So I'll count you off. 3, 4 E and nice and slow. So I'm moving on at this point. Let me recap it one more time for you guys, and then we'll go on. 3, 4. All right, so you'll notice you kind of got to be a little careful with the pedal. There's certain things you want to hold, like you want to hold this, unless you're able to stretch and hold it at the same time. But if you can't, pedal it, and then maybe on the final G, let off the pedal and give it a break, because otherwise it can just get too muddy. All right, so moving on into the next measure, the nice thing here is that our left hand is the same as the first measure, E, F, G, A. And our right hand so we went to that G chord, and 1 E and 2 E and, 2 E and, let me do that again. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. So we started with G, then we filled in below with G, C, D. So we're coming out. 1 E and 2 E and that was 2 E and that's a C to a B, D, G, G major triad in first inversion. After that, 3 E and 4. So we wait on beat 3, we hit a G in our left, 3 E and 4. And that's C, D, and then A minor root position, A, C, E. And then we just play those 3 notes. So 3 E and 4 E and so I was just playing the notes of A minor. So first we hit it as a full chord and then just play the notes. And our final measure. So you'll notice that's much like the second measure. The only difference is instead of jumping to G immediately in beat 3 in our left. Oh yeah, and we also hit beat 3 with our right hand as opposed to the anticipation. So 1 E and 2 E and 3. All right, so once we get to beat 3, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So we have this cascading arpeggio that starts with our left, C, and we hold it to the end of beat 3, 3 E and G, E, G, C, D, and then we're on. All right, so let me recap all 4 measures of the intro at this nice slow tempo. Here we go. 1, well, let's see, 4 E and a. All right, so that's the intro. Before I leave you guys, I'll play it down one more time, just a little faster for those of you that want to play along at a faster tempo. But I just want to mention, like I said, this is going to recur throughout the song, and we see a lot of these patterns. It's a song based ultimately on patterns and muscle memory for this style of music. So, it's only a 4-bar section, but we're breaking a lot of new ground in this video that's going to make a lot of the next videos. I've got 3 or 4 waiting over at HDpiano.com that are just kind of going to, we're going to cover more ground, but you're going to notice like, oh yeah, I kind of have a feel for this already because I learned that intro so well. So yeah, that's my little PSA there. So I'll do the whole intro one more time. 3, 4. So there's a little taste of the verse, and you'll just notice it's much of the same stuff, just, little altered rhythms. All right, so I'm going to leave you guys with that, but I hope to see you over at part 2, where we're going to jump into the verse, followed by the chorus, and then followed by just, working out all the nitty-gritty details of all the remaining little pieces. So we'll see you over at HDpiano.com, and in the meantime, if you could like and subscribe here on YouTube, that would be much appreciated, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that jazz, so you can stay in the know about all the upcoming tutorials. All right, guys, my name's Devin with HDpiano.com. We'll see you soon.